Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of WooCommerce Marketplace Reward System plugin. Now in today's video tutorial, I'll be taking you through the workflow of this particular plugin. So basically this particular plugin allows the marketplace sellers to add reward points to their products, using which at a later time the customers can purchase the products. After making a product purchase, depending upon the number of assigned reward points to that particular product, the reward points are received by the customers. Now the reward points can be earned by the customers by registering at the store, purchasing the products, putting up the review and ratings on the products, and reaching the minimum cart amount value. Now the vendor reward points would be applicable on what we say as the products there. So for their products, they can set up the reward points for their own products. Rest the marketplace admin would be able to set up the reward points for reaching the minimum cart amount, for what we say is for registering the store, and for the different conditions there for the cart as well. So I'll be taking you through that particular thing as well in a while from now. But before we proceed further with this particular video tutorial today, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. Now what happens is that right now you can see that I'm at the WordPress WooCommerce Marketplace Reward System front-end, store front-end, or the WooCommerce Marketplace store front-end, and I'm on the login page there. So here you can see that we have the option or a label that if you're going to register yourself, then you're going to get 5 reward points there. Similarly, if I go to a product page, I can find a label there that if you reach your cart amount to a minimum of $100, you'll be getting 2 reward points. So these conditions can be set up by the admin from the backend panel there. And the same goes for the products as well. So if I go to a particular product and if I'm going to buy a particular quantity of a particular product, and then I will be getting a particular reward points that have been assigned if I'm going to buy the particular quantity of the respective product there. So here you can see that if I'm buying one quantity of the belt product, then I'll be getting 1 reward points. Now the admin can set up the point value as well in dollars, and the reward points can be used by the customers at the checkout time so as to make the payment there for their orders as well. So in a while from now I'll be showing you that as well. So first of all, let me show you the procedure there. For example, here I am at the login page. So if I'm registering as a new customer, then how the customer would be able to receive the registration reward points there, and how the customer would be able to check his reward points there. Now the customers under their own account panel would be able to view the reward debit and the credit reports and the total remaining reward points as well. So first of all, let's go ahead and let's register as a new customer here. So let me enter the email here and let me set up the password for my account there, and after that let me tap here on the register button. Now as soon as I've registered there, you can see that I've registered. This is a new account for the customer there, hello NB, and here you can see that each of the customers get a option under the account or the customer account panel, that's the reward points. So if I go to the reward points section here, then here you'll be finding the total reward points remaining. So you can see that 5 reward points have been assigned to this particular customer or a user for making a new registration there within the marketplace store. And here you can see that right now the reward debit report is not showing anything because no orders have yet been made by the customer. And if I go to the reward credit report, here you can see the reward credit report itself, and the reference is there, that's the registration, the date is there, the total points credited as you can see here, and an actions column as well. Now if we're placing the orders for products for which we can get the reward points, then those orders would be displayed here and the total points credited would also be visible there. So this was about the registration process and if a customer registers, how he gets the reward points. Now let me show you when a customer how a customer can make use of the reward points to place an order. So for that, what I'll be doing is I'll be logging out of the this particular customer account that we have created, and I'll be logging into this John Doe account here. So let me log into the John Doe's account. So this is also a seller and is a customer as well. So here the customer option, you can see the reward points. Now if I go to the reward points section, here I can find the total reward points remaining, the reward debit report and the credit report as well. Kindly note that the admin would be able to manually assign the reward points to the customers as well, and those points are also visible here. That's why here you can see the manual transaction option as well and the registration itself. Now let's do one thing. Let's make use of the reward points to place an order, and then we'll find that particular order under the reward debit report there. So for that I have this belt product that you can see, and here you can also see that if I'm buying one quantity of the belt, and I'll be getting 1 reward points. So first of all, let's check this option of getting 1 reward point. So let me add this particular product into the cart there. So I've added it into the cart, and let me make a checkout. Now while I'm on the checkout here, you can see on the right hand side the customer is able to see the order details, and below that he'll be finding the total reward points available, the point weightage, and the option to redeem the reward points. So right now you can see that the total is $55. Now if I go with the 1 point is having the weightage of $2. So if I enter 1, you can see that the amount, the reward points used are $2 and the total is 53. Now if I make it as 2, you can see that the total is 51 and the reward point usage is minus $4 there. So that's how we are getting the discount. The admin has the option to set the limit of the amount of reward points that can be redeemed at the checkout time there. So let me choose my country here, and accordingly I'll be setting up my street address. I'll just change it to United States, California, zip code, state, California. Everything is good to go. So right now I'm showing you how we can make use of the reward points there. So right now I'll be using 2 reward points, and then I'll be tapping here on the place order button thereafter. So you can see that the order has been placed, and a total of only $51 needed to be paid, because the rest of the $4 have been used using the 2 reward points there. And here you can see the order details. Here you can see the subtotal was $55. The reward point that we used was, we used 2 reward points, and the value was equivalent to $4 there, and the total that was paid was $51. Now if I go to my account section and I scroll down to my reward points, so under the reward debit report, now you can see that we have the order ID, the date, the status, total points used, 2 points used for 1 item, and from here we can view the particular order by tapping on the view option as well. Now regarding the reward credit report, here you can see that the reward credit report has not yet been displayed there. Now for that, for example, if I go ahead and again place the order there, let me show you that for belt product. Let me search the product there. That was the belt product. Let me add it into the cart. So if we are buying 1 quantity of this particular product, then we are going to get 1 reward point. So I'll go to the checkout there, and here we have to pay $55. Now our total reward points are only 24 there. So I'll just go ahead and I'll place the order. Now you'll see that the order would be placed in a second. Okay, the order has been placed. The cash on delivery, we have made the payment for $55. Now if I go to my account and I go to my section there, that's the reward points, and I go to reward credit reference, you can see right now there's nothing visible for the total points credited there for the order that we have just placed. So let me log out of the customer account and let me complete this order from the admin backend panel there. So I'll just log into the admin backend panel. In the same time, let me show you what different options that the admin get after the installation of the WooCommerce Marketplace reward system. So the admin will find this option here, Marketplace Reward System, on the side panel after the successful installation of this particular plugin. And here the admin will find three options. One is the customer reward points, reward transaction, and the configuration section. So for now, I'll just take you through the customer reward points. And here's the John Doe. Let's view the orders, customer reward point details. So here you have the manual reward transaction option as well. As you can see here, we have a button for that. So we had placed the order as John Doe. So let's view the orders for John Doe. So we have placed two orders. In one order we made use of the reward points. This is the other order. Let's set it to complete and apply. And you can see that the status would be updated. The order status has changed, as you can see. Now let me log out of the admin account there, and let's log into the customer account once again. Now let me go to the customer account panel here, go to reward points. Now you can see that from 24 it has risen to 25, and if I go to the reward credit report, here you can see that the reference is on product, the date, and the total points credited. So that's how the customers can basically go to any of the products there, can reach a cart minimum as set by the admin and get the respective reward points, or can go to or can navigate to a particular product, for example belt. Let me open that up, and can buy the particular quantity of that product to get the respective reward points assigned to that particular product itself by placing the order there, or can basically register there on the store. For example, if I go to my account and I log out, I've already shown you that initially in this particular video. So if I'm registering as a new customer there, then I'll be getting the 5 reward points there. So basically that was the customers workflow there, how the customers can receive the reward points. So I just showed you how they can do the same by registering at the store, purchasing the product and receiving the respective reward points of that particular product. Now one more thing is there, for example, if I'm on the product page, on this product page, as you can see I'm on the product page. If I scroll down, here we also have the option to give the review and ratings to get the reward points. So if I'm going to give the reward, going to give the review or the ratings for this particular product there, then I'll be getting 2 reward points there. So if I go here review and I am giving the rating there and entering the review and submitting that up, then I'll definitely be getting the respective reward points that have been assigned for giving a review and rating for a particular product there. Okay. And one more thing was there, reaching the minimum cart amount thing that I had shown you. For example, if I'm on a particular product there, alright, nevertheless I'll just show you that later. So that was the customers and how the customers can receive the reward points, and how they can access their debit and credit of the reward points by going to the account panel, going to the reward point section, and checking the reward debit report and the credit report as required, and checking their total reward points itself, and how they can make use of reward points to place the order as well. Now coming to the marketplace vendor end, for example, here you can see that I have on the left hand side, I have the marketplace account panel for the marketplace seller. Now the sellers will have the reward transaction section, wherein they'll be able to find the reward transactions that have been made. So this belt product was of this particular seller, and here you can see that I purchased the belt product and it's today's date. And here the particular vendor can see the transaction ID, the customer name who has purchased his product, the product name, the order ID, and the points for the same. Now one more thing I wanted to show you is that how the vendors would be able to add reward points to their products. So for that, what they need to do is they need to go to their marketplace account block and go to products. Under products, they can edit any of the products there, or if they are adding a new product, they'll get one reward tab on the product edit page. So for example, I have this polo, or you can let's check this one, the polo one. If I edit it up, for example, on the edit product page, on the top here we have different tabs. The last tab is the reward tab. So if you want to enable the reward points for your for this particular product there, then you need to enable the rewards by choosing the enable option. Then you can set the quantity that if purchased, then the amount of reward points that the customer would receive. So here you can set, for example, I've set it as 2 and the reward points is 5. So if a person or a customer purchases 2 quantity of this particular product, then he'll be receiving 5 reward points there. And after setting this up, you just need to tap on the update button there, and the particular product would be updated. Now if I go to the rewards, you can see that the rewards have been enabled for this particular product. That's the polo t-shirt. Now if I go to the front end here, as you can see, and here you can see that on the polo product, now we can see that buy 2 quantity of polo t-shirt and get 5 reward points. So here we had set up enter quantity 2 and the reward points that the customer would receive. So a particular label has been created, buy 2 quantity of polo product and get 5 reward points. So now if a customer purchases 2 products, he'll be getting 5 reward points for the same. So that's how easily the marketplace vendors would be able to assign the reward points to their particular products. Now let me log out. So these were the 2 sections that I wanted to show you: the customer end having the reward points option, and the sellers end having the reward transactions, and the product section under which how the vendors would be able to assign the reward points for their products there. Now coming to the admin backend panel, for that I'll just log out of this particular section here, and I'll be logging into the admin backend panel once again. So under the marketplace reward system, I've already shown you the customer reward points. From here, the admin would be able to check the orders that have been placed by the customers, and it gives the customer reward point details there. As you can see here, you can see that the John Doe has placed 2 orders, and the reward points total is 25 right now. The last order placed by him, that is also visible here. So on and so forth. And from here you have the edit option as well, and you can view the orders or you can complete the orders as well. So apart from that, the admin can manually transfer the reward points to the customer. So for that, you have to tap here on the manual reward transaction button. Now this would bring up the customer name. So from here you'll have to choose the customer, enter the points that you want to assign, and from the actions you can credit or you can debit the respective reward points from that particular customer's reward points. So you can do a credit or a debit of the points from the customer account using this particular section, and according to your action selection there and the customer selection and the number of points, you can after that tap on the save button, and the appropriate action would be applied to that particular reward transaction. Now coming to the reward transaction section, here you'll find the reward point transaction details, the complete details, the transaction ID, reference, whether on product, on cart, on registration, on review, a manual transaction was there. Okay, so these are the points there. The customer name, the reward points given, the transaction type as credit or debit, and the date along with that. From here you can filter out the transaction types using the credit or debit things by choosing the appropriate one and tapping on the filter one. So now you can see only the credit ones. If you want to view the debit, you can filter that out, and only the debit ones would be displayed there. Now coming to the configuration part there, here you can set up the reward point configuration, and these configurations need to be set up so that the WooCommerce knows reward points related functionality. So here you can set up the minimum cart amount that should be reached. For example, if the customer reaches a minimum cart amount of 100, then you can set up the awarded reward points for the same. So this would be visible on the product pages there, that if you reach a minimum cart amount of 100, the number that you have entered here would be awarded as reward points for the same. Then you can set up the reward point weightage. Now the numeric value that you enter here would be in dollars. So for one reward point weightage, you can set up here. You can see that one reward point weightage has been set up as as $2 there, as I've already shown you at the front end workflow there. Then we have the maximum reward point usage. So here you can set the limit of the reward point usage at the checkout time that the customers can make use of for a particular order there. Then we have the registration reward point, whether you want to enable or disable the registration reward points. So whenever a new user comes and tries to become a customer there, if you want, you can provide the new registration reward points to them. If you have enabled that up, you can set up the award reward points that would be assigned on a new registration there. Then we have the rating review reward points, so you can enable or disable that up for the product pages there, and you can set the awarded reward points for giving the rating review reward points there. You can also set up the multiple reward conditions there as yes or no, and depending upon that, for example, if I've chosen it as multiple reward condition as no, then we can set the reward point ever awarded on the basis of whether it should be provided on the basis of the product or the cart. Otherwise, if we have chosen it as yes, then the rest of the ones would be applicable that we have seen at the top. And lastly, you just need to tap here on the Save Changes button to save the configuration settings there in the admin backend panel. So yes, that was much about the WooCommerce Marketplace reward system plugin, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the workflow of the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements regarding the same, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.uvidesk.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.